Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father. Every act and every work of God here on earth is to be carried out by men. Every operation of God in this cosmos is through men to men. And inside this insignificant and ordinary in our daily living lies the miraculous. And whenever we have issues, challenges at hand, we should look within us to know what we've got that can be of help before we start outsourcing help. Moses has been going about his father's in-law, Jethro's business, with an ordinary rod that he used in his daily business. But when he had an encounter of the burning bush with the Lord, and in Exodus chapter 4 verse 2 to be precise, and the Lord asked him, after he had complained how they would not listen to him, how they would say God has not sent him, and God asked him, what is in your hand? And he said rod, like an ordinary rod. And that same rod was asked to be laid down, and that rod became serpent. Apparently it became the miraculous, and that same rod became the rod of God. And that same rod parted the Red Sea when the host of Israel was at the back and the Red Sea in the front, and the people of God need to pass. That same rod parted the Red Sea. That same rod brought water out of the rock for the people of God to drink in the wilderness. What is in your hand? What have you gotten inside of you? What are the investment of God in you? What are the deposit of God in you? You need to discover what you've got. Everyone created by God has one thing or the other that we've got. But the problem is, majority of us, we look at what we have as ordinary, as insignificant, and we look outside to somebody that has taken time to discover theirs and develop it and see as if they have much more than us. Discover that which you've got. Develop it. Channel it with purpose and see how far God will take you. You can be the solution that the world is waiting for. That mess that you and your family are, you could be the Messiah of your family, of your community, even of this nation. If only you can discover, develop, and channel that which you got to purpose. Are you the Joseph of this generation that need to stand before the king, before Pharaoh, and provide solution to the problem of the nations? Are you the Bezalel of this generation that God has specifically chosen and endowed with artistic skill to build the temple? Are you the David of this generation that must stand tall before the Goliath and defeat Goliath and take away the reproach of the people of God? What is in your family? The wife of the sons of prophet in the book of 2 Kings chapter 4, when she encountered the prophet, the prophet asked her, what do you have in your house? What is in your house? She said nothing except the jar of oil. To her, the jar of oil does not really mean much. But when she had an encounter with the prophet, the oil was multiplied and brought her fortune, and her mess was cleared away. What is in your hands? That your articulate and soft-spoken word, that whenever you speak, the king, the nobles, the influentials give you audience. Could it be that it's for you to turn their hearts to God? That your first-class brain, is it that the Lord has a need of it to bless the world? Some of us are going about with invention in us. Some of us are going about with so many things that are supposed to bring to the world to bless lives. What is in your hand? The young boy in the book of John chapter 6 verse 2, John chapter 6, laid down 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, and Jesus multiplied it, and it fed 5,000 men, and with 12 baskets left over. Are you ready to lay down that which you got? Are you ready to channel it? Are you ready to discover, develop, and channel it to purpose, to to bless life, to be the solution to the people of God, to this generation, to the dying world. I pray that the Lord will grant you grace to discover the strength and ability to develop the understanding to channel that which you got properly, so that it can bring more, but it can bring forth much fruit. It can bring gain to the kingdom. It can bring gain to your world. It can bring gain to this generation. I pray the Lord will help you. I pray that the favor of God comes upon you. The glory of God overshadow you. People that matter will be interested in your case. There shall be no tragedy. It is well with you.